Hello guys, welcome. We are at Face It TV here. We're casting some Counter-Strike. We have our pre-Cluj qualifiers, or our pre-qualifiers for Cluj. I think that's better. And of course the prize is a trip to Stockholm to play the qualifiers for the next major, which is of course Dreamhack Cluj. I'm joined by James Bardolph.
Dan Kapadia, or Kapadia, if you're posh and from the countryside, where badgers reside.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Okay, so we're going to be watching Reason versus Mixcat. We just saw Reason be defeated handily by Dignitas, their Danish counterparts. Now it's time for Mixcats, who have, I mean, they were able to defeat SK, I do believe. So
2-0, 16-14, 16-14 on some map somewhere.
And there was a little bit of a, well...
Mixcats picked Dust 2.
I don't know what their stance is. I'm just doing weird stances, James.
Mixcats picked Dust 2. The other maps were Cobble and Inferno is the decider. So Dust, obviously, Cobble would have been picked by Reason, which is interesting. Maybe, I think that's an interesting pick, assuming Mixcats. Does that mean they're a mixed team?
The name
assuming,
would,
yeah.
the name would rather suggest
I have a mixed team.
Such.
My mixed team is called Mixcreants.
Mixed what?
Mixcreants.
Miscreants, okay.
Yeah, but with an X instead of
yes,
an S.
I understand what you did there.
See what I did
bet
there?
you feel very smart.
That's the best mixed team name ever.
I'm sure I could think of a better one than that.
I dare you to.
Well, okay, then I will. Not on the spot, because it would take time.
I have no faith in this task, because I feel like I picked the best possible name.
Okay. If you guys have better names, please tweet them to James.
Yeah, better names for a mixed team than Miscreants, but Mixcreants with an X. So, we're about to go into the knife round, I am told, by Mr. Producer Reese, Esquire, or Master Producer Reese.
Don't give him titles he has not earned.
Although, if his first name was Producer and his last name was Reese and he was a child, I would address him as Master Reese. Because, like, when I was a child, I was called Master Bardolph. Pistol round, Dan. No, it's a knife round. We can still talk nonsense. So we've got Mixcats, which is a Finnish team. I'm sure all of HLTV will be watching this, as one of their most popular people, Joel's, is playing.
Does he incites?
We've got Zate, Stonde, Sunny, and Juho, or Yuho. Yuho's bit.
I'm going to say Yuho because they are from Scandinavia, James. Therefore, they like to pronounce J's as how we would pronounce.
My name is James in Sweden.
Yes.
When I go to Dreamhack to get my pass, I'm like, it's like, what's your nickname? Or what's your name? And I'm like, my name is James. And they're like, James. I'm like, wait, I'm saying it in Swedish and you're saying it in English. Anyway.
Well, I mean, the thing is, James, you're not very culturally sensitive, are you?
Yuho sounds amusing, Dan.
And that's probably how it would be pronounced.
Okay.
Although, that said...
What did you say? I'm not culturally what?
Sensitive.
What are you talking about? I said it in Swedish. I say my name in Swedish. How is that not culturally sensitive? I know how to ask for directions in Japanese, Dan, and not understand any of the response, but still figure out what they're talking about. That is culturally sensitive, my friend. That is culturally sensitive.
How do you... we need to get it out of you later. We're going to the pistol round, guys. It is Reason versus Mixcats, as you guys who can read, which is for all of you, I would hope, can work out from the screen. And we do have the B push coming in rapidly. Reason have to defend, but are they going to be up to the task here? They're able to actually slow this down. They had to play alive on plateau for quite some time. Conflict did a decent job, and the bomb will be going down. We've got some damaged players here. Yuho critically wounded. Stunned it, and Zate as well, also wounded.
Oh, we have a two-man retake attempt here from the CTs in the tunnel, but there was a flanker. Flanker was unsuccessful. Is there a kit within Reason here? No pun intended. 2 versus 2, and they are running out of time to do this. Is there going to be a defuse attempt? I don't think it's possible now. Taboo has a lot of health left, but Joel's, all he needs to do is cause problems. He'll come in and get the headshot. Job done.
You say no pun intended so much that it is clearly quite intended.
No, I'm just...
Or either you're intending it, or you're like, hello guys, I want to attract attention to this pun I made. For which I say, I hate you.
I'm just fully aware, Dan. I'm fully aware. I have 360 degrees coverage.
That is disturbing.
So, Mixcat's going to have nobody towards long, actually, while Reason are on the eco, which means that there's a chance Reason could push long and get some information early. For now, they're going to have 2 people on long. just holding angles with 2 Ds coming in towards the bomb site, Dan.
Oh my god, it's horrendous. Nice defense from Reason and a catastrophe if you're Mixcats. But however, they are going to be making their way in. They've got the grenades to support their approach. But Reason is fast approaching themselves. We do get the bomb planted there by Sunny. The Mag 10 as well. Smokes are down to provide coverage for that initial post-plant setup. But now it's about Reason busting down the door.
So trying to jump over the box, and Jack in the Box is what will be played by Sunny, shutting down Yu-Ho. Taboo and Hunden remaining. Now Taboo just left with 18 HP, and he will fall as well. So maybe we could take this opportunity, Dan, to explain to you. If you were looking for, say, I don't know, I was looking for the 100 yen store, but let's just assume the name of 100 yen store is 100 yen store in Japanese, right? You would say like "Sumami-se" to get the person's attention, and you would say like 100 yen store wadako desu ka?
And they were like, "Non desu ka?"
Yeah, and be like,
Urasai. There we go.
Right. Anyway, let's see. Call that sight. Let's see what the Reason side can do on this particular eco. Just fast plays with team kills this time. Joel's, he's been paid off. He's working for the other side, killing his teammate. All down to Yugi, or is it Yuhi? Could it be Yuhi?
I'm going to say it's Yugi. Let's just say it's Yugi, like Yogi the Bear.
Yugi and Yuho.
With a slight alteration.
Okay. So,
Yogi the Bear.
It's Yugi.
James, I became painfully aware of my age very recently when I was in a conversation with producer Reese and multiple other offenders.
And
producer Reese said, similar age.
Well done. I am a mere infant on these controls.
Fresh out the womb, in fact. That's the way he described it. However, what I was going to say is that I was talking about LucasArts Adventure games, and none of them knew what they were.
LucasArts Adventure games?
You don't know what... Oh, good God.
The hell is that?
Oh
Does it have an AWP?
I'm very sad right now.
Adventure games?
You don't know... Oh, my God.
Sounds
Let's
lame
quickly
as hell.
move on, because this is painful.
It sounds lame as hell,
hurting deep inside that you don't know what this is.
We have a push through lower tunnel from Hunden. How much damage can he do here? He's been spotted as a flash, but nothing will be achieved. The short push from Yugi gets taken down by Zarte. Hunden gets one frag onto Yuho. And Joels will stop the push from B, leaving only one player there. Stop laughing, Dan. Putting me off. Only 2 Reason players left versus the 4 of Mixcat. So far, so good for Mixcats, ruining the buy from Reason.
Yeah, this is pretty devastating. Looks like, I mean, of course, they're very likely going down 5-0 because of, losing this round. And I gotta say, is that how you pronounce his name? Because I don't know if I can live in this world, James.
I think he's grow up there.
Is there another way we should be pronouncing that name? I mean, they are Finnish, so I can't really apply.
We'll have to go with Yuho for the time being.
For what? Wahoo? Oh my God! There's no way to do this. There's no way.
You are such a child.
I'm
You're a man-child, Dad.
Delinquent.
Well, Config is far away. He is indeed on the opposite side of the map to the bomb plant, and he is being looked for. The search party is out, but it's not people with boats, it's people with guns. They're not looking to lift him from the water, Dan. They're looking to put him in the water face first, and indeed they will. 4-0 to Mixcat. How far can they go in this qualifier?
Well, it is a great start, of course, and we cannot forget that they were able to defeat SK despite it being close games. They were victorious, and that does definitely say a lot. Now, didn't we just cast a dust too?
Yes, we did. Here we are again, Dan.
And we do have the quick push from Sunny there into B. So, I mean, they're just
we
pushing all over the place, to be honest.
Oh, I was going to say, we had 2 people pushing. I didn't even see the guy who was still in CT spawn because the bomb was top mid. The bomb could have been, and could still be, never mind, everyone's dead. It could have been compromised there, is what I was going to say, but they had it covered. This is, we've seen carnage in these first 5 rounds. That was, in fairness, a throwaway round for Reason. They are back on their second buy now. Double orbs coming out for the Reason team, the Danish side. Let's see what they can do. That's a
standard stuff here coming in from both teams. I mean, we do get a quick challenge from Mixcats towards long, and you would expect them to try to play more of a challenge-based game like this. And there it is, Yuho going in for additional kills up long. And, well, this has worked out quite well for Mixcats. Now, Reason have to decide, do we try to peek here, or what do we do? What do we do? Do we send someone to to more of a B position? Does it even matter at this point? Stonde is going straight in. Maeve is going to be discovered as he goes for the peek to try to get the info as to actually what's going on. It is not a distraction. It is the real deal right now on the EA bomb site. And config is by Gandalf looking to see if he can try to catch them. But they are going back. Mixcats are deciding to go back. Now they do have time to go towards B, but they could equally go up short as well. Those are two as good opportunities for them.
Well, they're going down mid for the moment, jumping onto the Xbox as it is commonly known. Now, their position on short may be audially detected by Yugi. Config is dead. Yugi has 4 HP. So I think since the bomb isn't down yet, he can probably go for this. There we go. Zarte is down, as is the bomb. Stonde in a difficult position now, trying to force his way out with the Molotov. The Molotov didn't do much, but, well, it did the job as Yugi was forced to reconsider his position. Does Stonde go for this big peek? He will, and that will be that for Reason. I'm wondering what map Reason vetoed here. Assuming Mixcats is indeed a mixed team, what map would you choose to veto against them? I mean, do you look at their previous results in a tournament, look at a map where they had a good score and veto that?
I think against a mixed team, you veto your bad maps. Just, like, I think that's the best approach personally. I just want my team to be the most comfortable.
Reason vetoed Cash, I'm told, by Mr. Reese.
But equally, you could try to eliminate mixed maps. But never mind. We do have the push coming in from Yuho. He was in too deep, James.
He was in too deep, and Reason now have a man advantage. But the Mixcats have 2 AWPs, as Reason did in the previous round. We'll see how they choose to use them. 4-man push with 2 AWPs. And you can see everyone's short. They don't have control of long. This could be interesting. Not many counter nades here for Reason. Joels will hold an angle towards Goose as Hunden goes for a spray. Forced off the site by the Flames, but will not find a fatal engagement. Sunny taking down Yuho. And now Sunny can continue from close quarters to do more damage, and indeed he will. But the numbers are still even. 2 CTs coming in from a ramp or elevator. And the CTs also have control of long, but they don't have a AWP, only the rifles. Joels and Co snapping heads at the moment. Things still continuing to be even. Who's going to get the shots?
Oh my god, this is so sketchy at the moment. I'm very surprised Reason we're not able to pick up these kills. Mixcats were missing so many shots,
They mixed Reason in a blender. That's what they did.
They're making cakes.
Put them in an AWP blender and made Danish Reason cakes.
That sounds delicious. So we have 7-0 now for Mixcats on the T side. You would expect that T side to be better than the CT side on a map like this as a mixed team. But that said, you can't take their name too much for granted. Sunny, Yuho, Stonde, Zarte, and Jules have played a lot together. And whether or not they you could truly call them a mix, okay, sure, they could have a mixed style, but they are definitely going to be better than the average mixed team. Just like,
it'd be interesting if they made it to Stockholm, actually. I feel like they'd be a relative unknown factor. Could surprise a lot of people that it was best of 3 all the way in the qualifier.
I want to meet Jules.
Best of 3 all the way.
See what the... You said he was like the HLTV incarnate or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he's popular on HLTV.
Okay.
But we're in a situation here where it's a 3-on-3. The CT's going for a save. They have no kit. They barely have any health. And they're going to need these weapons for the next round. They've lost 7 rounds in a row, which means their money max... Their loss bonus money is maxed out at how much now?
$3,400.
$3,400, which means that they can drop for the remaining, well, I was going to say 2 players, but Maeve has left the building. So things will be a little bit more difficult now for Reason. Well, a lot more difficult, in fact.
So how do you think Joel's got selected to be the Messiah of HLTV? How do you get selected to be the Messiah?
I don't know the history. Someone on HLTV tweet us and tell us why Joel's is so popular on HLTV.
Why is he the HLTV Messiah?
Yeah. I'm wondering, you can see Yuho's name. At the end, it has XAXAXAXA, which is like ha 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 ha. I know in Spanish they use the J, but I don't know what language uses the X. So if you know that, then send me a tweet as well. Mixcats, what is their approach going to be this time? 8-0. This is a rout on Dust 2 so far. But what if you're Reason here? What is your answer to this?
Problem is
how do you adjust?
Well, Mixcats are pretty much just going for straight up engagements, so the reason they've been doing the correct things in the beginnings of the round, where they're challenging 2-3 people onto a long, that's what you're supposed to do. You have an advantage there as a CTs. Problem is that Mixcats have been doing too much damage in spots where the CTs have the advantages, and that can't really happen. And we've seen Reason also not hitting the shots on the retake when they should have been able to do so. Now we're going to get a challenge on the Catwalk, and Catwalk's hard to hold as the CTs. They don't even get any kills, James. They get completely annihilated there. And the problem already with Catwalk is that it's a risky position for the CTs because you can't back off effectively. Yeah,
and Mixcats are playing it well. You can see they had a 2-man push there, so they're trading with these CTs, worst case scenario, most of the time. Yeah. But they're not even trading, they're just killing people, straight up killing fools. Reason are in yet another situation, this time with the boost over the wall, so that it should be a little bit easier for them to try and save 3 weapons here, although they're about to have an engagement through B tunnel onto the headshot box here from Sunny. But if they can save 3 weapons, then they can drop 2, no problem for their other teammates.
Yeah, but it's funny because you can see that the response with the Catwalk players that they're a little bit afraid of the long takes, and I don't know, like you can't really play with fear against long takes. I'm not sure if that's how they have directly interpreted the situation, but the effect seems similar. Because again, like going for Catwalk holds is much more gambly than long holds. That's why you don't see, like you'll very rarely see the top teams do it unless they're in a spot where they need to take a risk. And now we get triple lob from Mixcats. This really just says everything.
We're getting into Oceanic League territory now, where 3 ops is standard on Dust 2.
Yeah, and this usually you see this as like a not a BM thing, but it's like a last round thing. We're just spending all our money. We might as well. We can shoot in the middle doors, and they might even just switch away an AWP now because they're getting so much money from these rounds that they should spend some money because otherwise they're capped out at 16k and they're losing money. So it makes sense to a degree.
Well, the 2-op site take was interesting. The 3-op site take maybe even more. They just okay, that was Sonny who took that one on the B bomb site. And Reason, I don't know what to say. Like, how many kills do they have?
It's like they're up against bots at the moment. That's what Mixcats are making this look like. And this is one of those factors whereby a lot of teams will play Team Counter-Strike and then they'll play a high skill mixed team, and then they'll just get wrecked and they don't even know why. This is a very similar situation. And part of the reason is because you over adjust. Part of the reason is that the other team, the mixed team, is doing stuff that you feel like is not, like, it's not standard. You're like, oh, they're playing it badly, but and that's why they're winning. That's like this weird mindset that you can have.
They're breaking all the rules.
But the reality is that that's not ever an excuse, of course. Like, you can't lose because someone's worse than you. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's like, there's a bit of a comparison with poker, I suppose, where if you play people who are not as good as you, then you may expect things from them that they're not capable of doing, and then you're basically playing incorrectly. Yeah. Although, I mean, on the CT side, on a map like Dust 2, I think it's
you ignore who your opponent is in this spot. Like you play, like there's a little bit of slack that you give to your play to adjust, but generally speaking, they should be playing the safest, most standard stuff that they can think of, because Mixcats will be taking risks all the time.
And this shows the importance. Well, the problem is at 10-0 now, Mixcats have all the money in the world to do whatever they like with. But again, it shows the importance of the best of 3 in this situation, considering what is on the line here. So Hunden backing off the CT spawn at the moment. That's going to give Yuho free reign to peek all the way to door of B. He will move back. Hunden just about finding the right angle there to take Yuho down. So early advantage Reason, but Mixcats are relentlessly aggressive. No flanking from Reason, they're just playing it safe. But how long will that last for? How long will they survive?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Yuho taking a lot of risks there. He was going out alone in middle. This is a very risky play. Of course, they are 10-0 up, so they can legitimately take a lot of risks now. That's kind of awesome to be able to do. And we're going to see Zart flush out Yugi and then just eliminate him. And we saw Yugi, he was so critical previously, but why he's on the site there is also questionable positioning. And look at the fire everywhere. It is like, we're in hell right now. Everything's on fire. And Mixcats are taking all the positioning that they want. And look at these weird engagements we're seeing as well. It's looking really good again for Mixcats. 11-0. And again, it's a spot where Mixcats are giving a lot of openings to Reason, but if Reason can't compose themselves in time, they're not going to be of the right mindset to actually capitalize on them.
How would one even analyze Like, if this match ended now, if it was 16, how would one even analyze this match? I don't know.
Wait,
But
this is the thing. Like, you don't analyze what they're doing. You just play good, tight Counter-Strike. And I can actually explain that later. Why that actually makes sense.
Post-match analyst Dan, but never mind.
Yeah.
Sarte is over towards blue. There's going to be a trade, and it will be in favor of the CTs, but for how long? They have the one-man advantage. Stonde taking pot shots, but he has to be aware that he is essentially the bomb carrier now with Joel's moving down mid and the remaining player Sunny over towards B. The two players in mid will join up. Still no push here from Reason with the man advantage. Going to play it safe once more.
Another round where Mixcat has to say, okay, we're going to take a disadvantage just to try to push like along and try to get trade frags. And that's like so simple to do. The CTs should come out on top, and this time they actually did. So that's nice, and now they're at an advantage. Into the round, they should be able to win this one, and then something really ridiculous happens. And we can see it's just Joel's left in a 1-on-3. Well, it was a 1-on-4, but now it is a 1-on-3. And here he goes, looking for the frags. And yeah, we can talk about it in the post-match analysis, because this is something that transcends just Counter-Strike, obviously. This is a concept that is affected, or is present in all games, in everything, more or less. When you get, okay, yeah, we can go into it later. Let's stay in the game.
All right, so Mixcats lose one round and Joel's is reduced to a scout, which is interesting. AWP onto Yugi. They've got 4 kits, so Reason doing well in this round at least until Stonde opens things up, and that opening will be with lots of Mixcat players streaming into the B bomb site. Reason now are in another horrible situation because retaking B sucks that. Yeah,
it really does. Really does. And the thing that's cool for Mixcats...
They're not even going to try.
...is that Mixcats have this ability to have a very, very high pace because they don't have a lot of investment or over commitment towards having complex coordination. And because everybody is so skilled, just like a basic understanding allows them to really speed up some timings. Of course, if you're up against a really good team that can play really, really solid Counter-Strike, then it's not going to work nearly as well. But they are going to be able to ruin tournaments. That's kind of the mindset that they have. We're gonna ruin people's tournaments.
I like the game sense of Joel there in long doors. Positioned himself to shoot through the wall and get a headshot if the CT chose to re-peek. Nice idea.
I do actually want to emphasize actually that Mixcats, despite being called Mixcats, it's not necessarily. I mean, they have
a mixed team made 2 hours ago.
Yeah, they have a mixy style, but these guys have played together quite a lot. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Well, Reason 12-1 down. Again, it is a best of 3. This is the first map. Stonde is just killing everything that moves at the moment, just charging through.
Yeah. See
and again, now we're seeing the aggression from Reason, but this is a situation where they have to be aggressive because they've got 2 men down in a matter of seconds.
Oh my god! But that's what I'm talking about. The fact that Stonde goes for a repeat there is ridiculous. Because if you, let's think about this from a solid Counter-Strike perspective, right? You get, as the terrorists, trading 1-for-1 is really good, especially on a map like this. It's really, really, really strong to do that from a strategical standpoint. Trading 1-for-0 is amazingly strong, and yet he goes for a repeat to make the situation potentially worse. It's quite likely, but he doesn't care. He just does it, and he gets the kill anyway.
There we go, into the B bomb site. We've got guns flying all over the place, and this is a limited buy for Reason in the last round. Losing 2 players already, but they've taken 3 of the Mixcats with them. Had the bomb for a few seconds, but guess who? It's Stonde with the AWP again. They know where he is, they know where the bomb is. And you can see they're positioned towards CT spawn. They've got angles towards short. And Stonde, what else needs to be said? Stonde is... How many kills does this man have? Actually, we'll check after the round because he could find the last of the first half. This is a little bit beast. Yugi looking for the trade frag opportunities, but they're in the same place. Stonde steals. He's in the middle of the scoreboard. He's only got, well, I say only got 13, but there's 13 kills, 15 rounds.
Yeah. I mean, this is a combination of the fact that Mixcats have a lot of skill. They have a good feeling for one another because they played with each other before, and it feels like they're not that invested in comparison to Reason, who are trying to play like really solid team Counter-Strike, and individually they're faltering, and also I think they're overcompensating as well. I think there's a mix of things going on there.
That lining up of the on the floor is a smoke for Xbox, which actually when we were at the at a launch with LGB and they were playing random people in the public. Somebody came onto PC and did that smoke. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
the female team. Yeah.
So Joel's is getting a little bit more aggressive towards
Oh my god, that was
the
amazing.
long doors, and there are two people waiting for him. Reason probably have an inkling that Mixcat wants to continue their aggression. That's a nice nade, but it's not going to do too much damage. It's a bit of a standoff here at long, while the bomb is outside the B doors. Maybe they're looking to get a kill here to force a rotate from the T's. And indeed, you can see some movement. Sunny moving towards mid doors to see if it's an A split on the cards. But Giles is still holding things down in long, which means that Reason can't make that play. They're going to have to go into the B bomb site anyway, with many lasers pointed their way.
Yeah, this looks really strong for the setup of Mixcats. Oh dear, this is very, very bad. Oh no. Oh, Config doesn't actually die. That's really nice. But they still have 2 players on the bomb site. This is actually going to be a 16-1, James. Oh my god. I don't know when I last saw a 16-1, actually.
Well, there are Tech 9s to come there.
Oh wait, wait. At Valencia, I think King win
16-0.
They got a 16-0 on.
That's not a 16-1.
On Virtus Pro, yeah, that's even better. It's infinitely better.
Okay, so last chance saloon on map 1 here for Reason. Again, this is a best of 3, guys, so fear not if you are a fan of the Danes. Not even like I can't commentate this, Dan. People are dying. People are leaving the server. It's Yugi versus 2. Okay, it's done.
Oh my god.
16-1 and done.
What was the next map, James?
The next map is Cobblestone, the pick of Reason. So, I suppose we will see you after the break for map 2. I mean, literally, what is there to say? Mixcats taking Dust 2 by storm. See you in a few minutes.